Hello, YouTube Let's Play channel. It is me, the man, the guy that does this. And we're playing more Ace Attorney. We're on the last day of the Turnabout Goodbyes trial. We're on day 3, which is how many days a court case can last in this universe. Which is must be a lot of crime going on. We have the Twitch chat over there. We're on day 14 of an uncapped subathon. Ace Attorney seems to come out the most during subathons. We're on day 14, and let's get this case going. I'm gonna try not to be super loud, but the passion might be there. You see, I get passionate, all right? But let's do it. Kazimu, thanks for lurking. All right, let's do it. December 27th, 2:11 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. A1. YouTube, I farted. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? What was he? Oh, wait, he was talking about how he did murder someone. A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder. He did kill someone. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently, but he'd never take someone's life. Never. Nick! Yo-ho-ho, how's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh, yes, I do remember feeling faint. Right on, tell me about the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Huh? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on. I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy. You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero. Let's see if we can talk to him about some more stuff. We're trying to talk with everybody about everything and get all the information we can about this. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. But seriously, Nick, that boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I was sitting, Edgy seems pretty edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Nick? I don't know. But what I do know is I'm gonna believe in you two until the very end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Ah, he means me, right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me? But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick? Enough with the silent treatment. Oh, wow, we just pissed off Maya. Whoopsie doodles. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. They saved me. Miles and Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know. What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm gonna hear the story today, and that's final. Okay, it's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial, a class trial. Class trial? You remember Larry, spring, end of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring an envelope with money for lunch from home. Huh, I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared with $38 still inside. Oh yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember. I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down to the cold, so I'd skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. Music is quite loud. Holy moly.
A singular strike. sleepy higher.
Popel, thank you for the Prime for 30 months. Let's go. Thank you, Popel. Get some love in the chat for Popel, or some flowers, or some bananas, or I don't know. Popel, thank you for the Prime for 30. I hope you enjoy the emotes. Hope you're doing good also. Thank you. I was the only one not in class, so they thought you did it. Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial. So the next day we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. Even the teacher's there.
I didn't do it. Guilty, he did it. Give the money back. You're such a meanie. No one play with me. You just admit it. You can't hide the truth. Tell us the truth. Where are you? You should be allowed to relay race. Oh, give me back my 50 cents I loaned you. Hey, did you rob that bank the other day?
Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad. I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed, amateurs. Miles. Even then, he's in a bow tie. It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No. And you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Why don't you all just shut up? Is he not wearing any pants? This is always how it is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. What in the world is this class? That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends.
We were best friends.
Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I had been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the butts. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney just like my father, a famous defense attorney. Then a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right on. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. Can we get 10 gifted? It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark Suspicious of a Demon Attorney. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts." The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him, I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him too, to learn why he had become who he'd become. That's when I decided, wait, you don't mean that's why you became a defense attorney, to meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me and I believe in him. He's in pain and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick! So is that why you helped me out for free? Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Oh, Nick! Nick! We have to save Mr. Edgeworth. It's the last thing we do, okay? Right. Very well, maybe. First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. Not settle for who? I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. All right, let's... Gourd Lake entrance. I imagine everything will have, like, someone here, so there's gonna be a lot of talking. What up, Petrie? Hey, pal. Long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, eh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one other thing. Eek! No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Where Lotta was camping. The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. The best character in the game. Detective Dick Gumshoe. What up, Chug? Huh. The steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. Imagine being not showing up to work because you're concerned about somebody else. That's called friendship. All right, boat rental shop, December 27th. That old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. Ahem. I know that clearing of the throat anywhere. Hello. What might you be doing here? Out for a walk, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. That is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. Oh, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. Thanks. Bye. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? We can go into his shack. Wait a minute. We can go into the shack. Nobody's home. Hello, hello, Squawk. Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello, hello, Squawk. I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello, hello, Squawk. Everything's cold. Looks like he didn't turn his heater on. Guess he hasn't been back here since the trial. Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick. You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you. Great, now the bird's gonna hate me. Great, now the bird's gonna hate me. Don't people usually put pictures of fish up on them, on the wall to boast about them? Oh, yeah, I guess so. You mean pictures of the fish they caught, right? Right. But don't all the fish on the wall here look really puny to you? Well, you know what they say. You should have seen the one that got away. Except the one that got away from us was the caretaker, and we did see him. Why do I feel like we're having two different conversations here? That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228. Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. But hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in here. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. I guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Ah, boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm gonna read the whole thing. Oh, God. All right, guys, get your notes out. Get your notes out. I'm checking my phone to make sure there's no emails. Best Buy's emailing me about incredible offers. Nothing important. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the 2 men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail, how to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain, this letter is an amazing clue. Letter from the safe added to the court record. Now, I imagine we go back to Grossberg's office because we have that. Later, Emmy. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. What up, Stina? Notes. Dome. December 27th, Police Department Criminal Affairs. Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't gotten back yet. Gumshoe, he won't be coming back today. Oh, really? He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. The boat shop caretaker. He shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. All right, we can't go here. One day left, Nick. Yeah, I know. Oh, no time to waste. Let's get going. There we go. Grossberg Law Offices. That's where I want to go. He's out again. When does he work anyway? Now, don't be harsh. Guess we'll have to come back later. Okay. Detention center, probably. You look as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it, in the 3rd grade? Lunch money? Oh, right. Yeah, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know that trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney? Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, right? So simple. To a fault, even. Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Let's talk to him. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He is a perfectionist in all things. In court and his personal life, he's obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved, and not one suspect was ever declared innocent. Ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job. Find the suspect guilty perfectly. Oh God, pardon me. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth, if what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right. Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding. Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean by Justin Bieber? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, right? But I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. ACO! On that day, 15 years ago, the three of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. Well, let's present him with the letter that we found that says, let's kill Edgeworth. See this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where the boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge? On me? Who's that old guy anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice, right? But I don't remember that old man. Not at all. So he was following this letter then, which means there was someone else behind it. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond. It also says this is your last chance. Last chance? Wait. Maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Ugh. Wait. That old man. Bye, Catloaf. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Yogi? The suspect in the DL6 incident, the one who was found innocent. I mean, I kind of assumed it was him. I kind of put those two and two together yesterday, you know what I mean? Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago. I put two and two together yesterday, man. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Did stream stop for anyone else? I do not think so. Oh, it stopped for a second? Wait, the stream died for a second? I did drop 230 frames. This is why we local record, people. This is why we local record, people. Help, I can't breathe. Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help. Get us out. Don't shout. You'll just use up more oxygen. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed staring up at the ceiling. My thing is going in the yellows. So it might be a little unstable. Let me see if anything is downloading. Maybe it's the YouTube videos that I'm uploading at the same time. Maybe that's causing it to buffer a little bit. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. is going into yellow, but it's not dropping any frames. They claim the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court and Yogi was found innocent. Well, let me know if it happens again. Huh. But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right. Yeah. There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I don't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? Yeah, nightmare, crime we committed. Yup, a memory of a murder. Yup. What up, Witch Queen? How you doing? I think the time has come to tell all. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark. Huh?
Help! I can't breathe!
Quiet! I said quiet. You're not making this any easier.
I want to get out. Help!
Don't shout. You use up more oxygen.
I can't breathe!
You're using up my air.
What?
Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Ah! What do you... Stop breathing my air.
No, Father! He's attacking Father!
Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up the pistol. Get away! Edgeworth killed his father on accident.
Get away from my father!
Bang! Ugh. And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. Thanks for coming out of Lurk, Witch Queen. Also, what up, Zethian? Sorry, the stream blipped for you as well. But that's just a dream, right? Right? That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean it was me? I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we gonna do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe. There is, Nick. There is someone else who knows about the DL6 incident. Wow. Why would he want to kill the defense attorney that got him off? Who knows? Oh, he did kill the defense attorney. Mr. Grossberg. Oh, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled. No kidding. I can't believe you're not. My. Just calm down and tell me what's happened. It's Mr. Edgeworth. He... I assume we told him everything. What up, Just Work? How you doing? Thanks for lurking, WP. I see. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father. It's only a dream. Only a dream by Nelly. It's only just a dream. I wonder. What? If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled, Well, also consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream, it was real, as you imagined. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired and the deed was done. No, I don't believe it. Yogi was suspected of murder and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. I can't sit anywhere. I have hemorrhoids. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey. My sister? Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. That's no surprise. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result, he has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. And he lost and died in despair, as it were. I see. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey. We're learning so much. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff Yanni Yogi. Yanni Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's only a possibility, mind you, but a possibility nonetheless. Let's present him with the letter as well. Oh ho, so this is the letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond. But why kill Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own. His own sake? He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict, but no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. Huh? You'll understand soon enough. Wait, what is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before a long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? Could it be Manfred von Karma? Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this? Well, I'm not sure. Von Karma. Von Karma. Wait. You're right, my boy. Von Karma was an obvious answer, I feel like. This is Von Karma's handwriting. I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports. What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was... Correct. Manfred von Karma himself. What does this mean, then? That boy needs therapy. It's simply psychosomatics. Almost 200 hours, probably thanks to the subathon. Guys, it's your hours check. Time to see how much of your life you wasted with me. Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. Look at all of you guys wasting your life with me. Oh my god, Lala, 1200, A1, 4000, 10k, 11. Oh my god, Dragon Link, too many. This is Pirate 1800, Avatar 3700. Yo, Avatar getting kind of close to number 10, but Dragon Link took it. Aztec 1700. Damn. You'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. Oh no. But how could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare. That I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. What do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win, but he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. Ooh, Veronic took over at number 1. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial, but Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood. Faulty evidence? It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Whoa. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. A vacation? Yes, an unusual event for the man. I could use a vacation for several months. What up, Panda? Lunchtime! That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like go to the sea or to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya. In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? Von Karma's gonna bring up DL6, you can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6? I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright, I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know. I know that. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone. But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Grossberg. Thank you. I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. Police materials. All right, we're back here. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi. Ah, it's you! I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe's pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again. Well, now I can't have just anyone wandering around in there, but I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there. Von Karma? Yes, he's just arrived, actually. Von Karma's in the record room. Nick, let's hurry. He's in the records room? Oh, we got the hustle. Come on, guys. Sleepy, run. December 27th, Police Department records room. Dusty as always. We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they didn't have time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't there. Von Karma. But there is an open filing cabinet. Huh. One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. The label says unsolved cases evidence. Unsolved cases. Nick! A file for DL6. It's completely empty. What? What are you doing in here? Eek! Von Karma. Yo. How did you know my name? Huh? Have we met? What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team. Defense team? I beg your pardon. They are like bugs to me, needless things to be crushed. This guy is crazy. I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right? A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second rate. Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record? So you did, but what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow. We were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up DL6 in court tomorrow. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yagi to commit murder. Yanni Yagi? How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yagi this letter? Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me from a lot of needless hassle. What? Nick! What is that thing? A stun gun for self-defense. Usually, indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. 600,000? Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it usually. Now give me the letter. No. No. Whoa, what are you? Nick, run! Ah! Maya! Out of my way. Whoa! Whoa! Ugh, he got us. The letter's gone, of course, and he took the DL6 evidence, all of it. Back to having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya somehow got it. Maya! Wouldn't the police be like, holy shit, what happened here? Oh, you know, we just got tased by Von Karma. Wouldn't they be like, holy shit, what just happened? Maya, open your eyes. Maya! A letter. Did he take it? Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Maya! There has to be some way I can help her. Andy Maxter with the big raid. What up, Joe Cherries? What up, Pharaohs? What up, Trinity? What up, Cloud? What up, Biku? What up, Echo of Cheese? What up, Eloquent? What up, Patch Wrecked? What up, Stranger KDC? Go, welcome in everyone from Andy's stream. Andy, I hope you're doing amazing.
This is far too many months to be friend-zoned by a bare sad cat.
Andy, thank you for the 61 months. Andy, I haven't been able to stop in your stream in a hot minute, but I'm super proud of you. You're doing amazing. Shark got me. My chat, make sure you go follow Andy Maxter, the probably like my oldest friend on Twitch now. The 61 months. Thank you, Andy, for trusting me with the community as always. I'm doing good, Andy. I'm a little tired. We just got a cat as well, but we're on day 14 of this subathon. Hope your stream was amazing. You're doing very good things. I get I get notifications that you're going live at like 8:30 my time, and I'm like, holy shit, this guy's going nuts. Kitty's so cute. There's a picture on Twitter, but here, let me get you a photo on my phone quickly. Here, I took this photo yesterday of her. So no one has seen this photo. No one has seen this photo. Make sure there's no information like things, anything. Okay, she got time to warp a little bit, but you saw the photo. I tried to stand still, but welcome everyone in from Andy's stream. We're doing a subathon. I'm a big variety streamer. If you don't know who I am, Andy, thank you again for the 61 months. Mwah. My chat, follow Andy right now. Big variety streamer, plays anything and everything all of the time. And I know a lot of you like FF14. Andy did a lot of FF14 recently. I don't know if he's still doing it, but go get them gains. Work out for me extra hard because I didn't go today. Oops. Shh. I know you do, Shark, but like a lot of other games Andy plays. And right now we're doing Ace Attorney because we've been doing a lot of Ace Attorney. I'd better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya! She's holding something. What is this? A bullet? DL6 incident evidence number 7 taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. Yes, this is the first time playing. First time playing. I remember Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow.
Oh,
That is a very clean heart
Pet
bullet.
kitty from me. Next to you meet her Pete the Bear.
Pharaohs, thank you for the 31 months. Let's go. Big love in the chat for Pharaohs and for Andy for the big resubs. It is very much appreciated. Enjoy the emotes. As always, enjoy the emotes. Thank you all for coming in from Andy's stream. And thank you all for supporting Andy. Good streamer. Good streamer. Andy's the longest person I've been subbed to on Twitch also. Longest person ever I've ever been subbed to. Andy Maxter. This is it. Judgment Day. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. And after this trial, maybe I can get the kitty and show you guys the kitty. We'll see. She might be sleeping right now, so I'm not going to wake her up if she doesn't want to. What up, Tired Gamer? How are you doing? What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Thanks, Maya. I think she's actually moving right now. She was sleeping on a suitcase. Wait a minute. I heard a suitcase move. Give me a second. What's going on? Oh, it's Cat. It was Cat opening the door. She has a giant box, which probably means Stormy has a gift. An important message for you. Pee pee poo poo pee poo pee poo love you. Yeah, okay, bun. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. Hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa! What are you doing? Sorry. I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge. Right. Good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out.
oh, thank you.
Pee pee poo poo.
Whoa, pal. Dick. Bun, thank you for the 32 months of the tier 1 subbing. Love you too, Bun. Thank you for the support. What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How did it go, Detective? Have no fear. As promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock, I got on the way in. I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name, but that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember it, and I'm gonna prove it. Thank you, Bun, for the 32! Scam train. The banana bed. You want to show off all the stuff that the little Stormy's getting? Stormy just got like 4 things in the mail. These are raised bowls. We've raised with care. Raised bowls. So they don't hurt their back. A gouache. Whoever's doing that, who did that? That was A1. She said, fuck you, A1.
I didn't say the I said frick. What?
Damn, A1. Well, there's a brush. Shark's doing it now. A toy. Nail clippers.
Yes. In a bed.
She left the room, but then there's a banana bed. She just left the room. You gonna put the banana bed out? A banana bed. It's a banana bed.
Probably put this on the
Kat's gonna go spoil her now. She's gonna hate me, but that's fine. She's just gonna love you more. Kat loves being a mother to a kitty. All right, we got court to do. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Hello, Stormy.
Let's see if I can get her. Much more intrigued by boxes than me. She loves a box more than me. The prosecution is ready. Right, very well. We have reached the final day of proceedings in the trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Good luck, Petrie. Also, what up, Momo? I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? Objection. The witness was not running away as he will not testify. I see. Very well. Please begin your testimony. Yeah. Witness testimony. I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those emotive things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name, Yanni Yagi. You're Yanni Yagi, and I'm gonna prove it. All right, gamers. This is where the music gets louder, because this gets intense. Went to buy some food for Polly. Hold it. Food. Well, Polly's a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack? Well, I kinda got lost, you see. Objection. The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's gonna believe that. I see, so he was lost. Please, Your Honor, come to your senses. I figure I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. Or I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. Hold it. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yep, seems like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in old Cogger's head? That's impossible. I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness. Please continue. Let's look at the innocent. Let's look at the stuff. We have one thing, which is taken from Gregory Edgeworth's heart, still bears clear ballistic markings. But maybe it's the photograph of the scene of the murder. Hold it. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past or lack thereof into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Order, 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 order! Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Now this is interesting. I would like to know myself, so who is he? Don't play dumb, Von Karma. Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness's name. His name is Yanni Yagi, a former court bailiff. Yagi? That name seems familiar. Oh! Yanni Yagi from the DL6 incident. Because the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? That boy needs therapy. Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yagi, then he has a clear motive. Tisk. Jump in the conclusion that once again, Mr. Wright, this witness is Yanni Yagi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law. As you may recall, you need proof. And allow me to repeat myself once more that the witness has lost his memory. This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yagi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere. Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yagi? It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yagi 15 years ago. I see. That makes sense. He has no fingerprints because they burned off. Huh? I'm so very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? The witness has no fingerprints. What? No fingerprints? You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the stuff, yup. What? Yagi, you sneak. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past. Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity. No! Tisk. Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided, no? No. I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. No, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way. There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one. Nick, what are you gonna do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do? Tisk. Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief, huh? Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot? What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to. Your Honor, the defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up on my proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. Order! Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object. Objection. Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do it as you suggested. Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences. Nick, this is crazy. Well, still want to go through with your little game? Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so. Aleph, bring in the parrot. It's funny just seeing a bird there. That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name! The witness is ignoring me. It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Ahem, very well. Witness, who is your owner? Please testify for us. Hello, Squawk. Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. What up, Toffee Cake? Hell yeah, this game's great. All right, what are you gonna do, Nick? I don't know. What do we do, Maya? Hello. Hold it! Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right, what do I say? Maybe I should get her to say her name. Polly, what's your name? Polly? Squawk? Mr. Wright, I think we've established that the parrot's name is Polly. Does this have anything to do with the owner's identity? Yes, it does. Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity, then show us the proof. Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yagi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yagi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker identity is... Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I didn't think this far. Save? I mean, I can't save. Oh, Jesus. Mr. Wright, I had hoped you would have learned this by now. Making random guesses here is a waste of court time. That is all. Witness, continue your testimony. Oh. Guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yagi. Hello. We're gonna lose this case? We're not gonna lose this case. We're professionals. We've never lost a case. Hold it! As I recall 2 days ago... Polly, have we forgotten something? Don't forget DL6, Squawk. If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL6. Polly, have we forgotten something? Hello, Squawk. That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot something. We forgot something. Hello, Squawk. Uh-oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say anything. This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it? Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He could have retrained the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when he asked if we'd forgotten anything? What up, Banana Man? Maybe I'll get her to say the number of the safe. Huh? Safe, why? Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay? Polly, what was the number to the safe in the shack? 1228. 1228. My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that the number has something to do with the caretaker. Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Huh. Ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's identity? Why the bullet? Because I got it from goddamn Von Karma. Do we have anything to show? The thing we got from the safe, Von Karma stole when he tased us. The DO6 incident is over 15 years old. Polly! Witness! I know what to do. Polly, what's your name? Mr. Wright. I think we've established that the parrot's name is Polly. It does, Your Honor. Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity? Then show us the proof. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker identity is... the DO6 case file? Objection, that's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on, then? Show us or stop wasting our time. Very well, Mr. Wright, please show us the page where in this file the information connected. It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yagi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? Indeed, it does say that, yes. What was his fiancée's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly? Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see. I guess that is possible. Objection. Bah, a mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiance? He's only 7 years old. Indeed. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence. Where am I gonna find that? Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we can just get one more piece of evidence. Right, but what? Very well, witness, you may continue. They say nothing with the case. But it has to be something with the password being 1228. So let's see. 1228, December 28th. So maybe we have to go back to the safe. Safe number. Get her to say the number of that. A safe? Let's just get her to say the number, okay? Polly, what's the number to the safe in the shack? 1228.
1228.
My, what a reckless pair. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker. Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Huh. Ridiculous. How can a number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? Case summary. The DL6 case file? What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in this file was something related to that safe number? It's on the case summary page. The case summary? Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident, December 28th? Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago. And that number on that safe is 1228. Ah, he used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. I see, it certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Objection. This is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card's number to 0001 because I'm number 1. This has nothing to do with a date. Nothing. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop immediately. Witness, tell us your name. Objection, wait. This witness, he doesn't remember.
No, it's okay. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done.
Nick, he looks totally different. It's just the real Yagi. I think finally he's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi.
15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court.
Order, order! Yanni Yogi, so was it you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death?
Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiance, my social standing. Then this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who sent it. I thought this was my chance after 15 years. This was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets.
Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean?
I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
On camera, where is Mr. Yogi?
Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession.
Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent in this case, at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are very few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So I'd like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections?
I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything?
Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. That is all. The court is adjourned. That's it. Objection. Did someone just say objection? It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means no. Edgeworth, Your Honor, I object to your judgment. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we have learned, Yanni Yagi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick, Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad. Uh-oh, what do I do? Objection, Your Honor. The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst. Objection. Did something like this happen yesterday, too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. That would be Larry. We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right. What's up, Monica? We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. For 15 years, I have had a recurrent dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yagi wasn't the killer. You mean in the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer. The criminal in the DL6 incident, it was me, Your Honor. I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me. Order, order! This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitation runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. It's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. We try this man for his crime of 15 years ago. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. December 28th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all of your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you killed your dad? I didn't want to believe in myself, detective, but it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy, just crazy. Nick, what are you doing, huh? Oh, I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case for what? Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it in court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right? (2:30 p.m.) District Courtroom number 3. People poo-poo. Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted to his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. I see. Does the defense have any objections? No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? When Shark says give him $5, it means give me $5. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Shark, you have a real job. I need money. Shark, I need money. I need money, Shark. No, don't unsub. You're so sexy when you're subbed. Kagura. Thank you for gifting a sub to Monkey. All right, Shark, you got that email now. Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth. I am a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. And testify about this to the matter at court. Manager was telling me about his dream yesterday. I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Please, 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 please. What is that? Monkey? You have a real job that doesn't pay you enough? Me too. The DL6 incident. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in an elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot and a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream. We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events. Ah, the same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Why did a gun appear at his feet? Because it was a court bailiff. They have guns on them. So them arguing, the gun fell out of like his holster and landed on his feet. The main issue is why the safety wasn't on. That's the real thing. Why isn't the safety on that thing? Oh yeah, he also wasn't sure if it was evidence or the bailiff's gun. Hold it. What was it that fell at your feet? A pistol. I assume it was the bailiff's Yanni Yogi's. The safety must have come off when it fell from his holster. Huh? And you picked it up. What happened next? The gun fired once. Yes, I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. The gunshot and that horrible scream. The scream. I did not mean to hit X. That's my fault. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to hit B and I accidentally hit X. Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it? I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous, but the air was getting so thick I panicked. So you're saying that you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi. I was in a daze. I think it has something to do with the scream. Yes, I can practically hear it now. I doubt I'll ever forget that scream as long as I live. Hold it! What did you do then? I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner. But then, just then, something heavy fell at my feet. So there were the 3 people, including yourself, trapped in the elevator. Yes, myself, my father, and Yanni Yogi. We were fine at first, but then as time passed and no one came to help, my father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure. are these bullets exactly the same? Because it still has clear ballistic markings. A moment later, a single gunshot, then a scream. I think I present a single gunshot right here. No. Oh, this one kind of has me. This one kind of has me thinking. There was a single gunshot and a scream. Let's press it again. The gun fired once. Yes, I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. That gunshot and that horrible scream. The scream. What does the scream? Fuck me. I keep accidentally presenting that when I don't need to. Ew. Stormy's walking in here, going back in the closet. No, when you see a cat, you want to pet them. The kid shot? No. There's a hole in the glass. Were they shot from the outside? What's up, Discotech? Go get ice cream, Alice Ray. Eight-piece chicken meal deal, and it's always 2 breasts, 2 thighs, 2 legs, and 2 wings. And of course, people gotta be like, can I sub the breast for more thighs, or can it just be all breasts? And like, no, that's not the point of the meal deal. There we go. So there was only one gunshot. Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. No, Your Honor, unfortunately, you don't. Take a look at this. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. And in it lies a clear contradiction to Mr. Edgeworth's testimony. Well, I can see the victim, Gregory Edgeworth, lying there. What do you mean, a contradiction? Just I thought the judge is clueless as always. Show the judge the contradiction in the photo. I assume it's this. Take that! As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. A bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Miles Edgeworth testifies that there was only one gunshot. However, according to this photograph, not one, but 2 shots were fired. One shot hit the victim, the other hit the elevator door. I ask you then, why did Miles Edgeworth only hear one gunshot? This photograph does seem to confirm a second shot. However, when was the hole in the elevator made? It might have been there before the incident occurred. If it was there before, it has nothing to do with this incident. Mr. Wright, do you have proof that this bullet hole was caused at the time of the incident? Yes. Your Honor, I think I'll be able to show you the proof. Just following Cat around. Impossible. Now, Mr. Von Karmer, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us your proof. Why do you think that proves the bullet hole in the door was related to this incident? This is the only proof that I have. I only have the one bullet, so I think that's what I have to show. Mr. Wright, please think how we have this time. Everything. Shit. It says the murder weapon was fired twice. So it's the DL6 file. Your Honor, the answer is in this file. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. What page shows the link between the bullet hole and the DL6 incident? It shows it. Look at the victim data in this file. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who else could that someone be? The murderer, of course. Objection. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. The case summary, that's on page 1. Look what it's written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter, the whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else in that made that bullet hole in the door. Can the same bullet be fired twice? Why does this matter with the case? That original case is already over, but then Edgeworth confessed to this murder in this case from 15 years ago because the statute of limitations was about to run out because in this game, after 15 years, the statute of limitation on a case runs out and the case doesn't exist anymore. So he confessed to the murder because he's having nightmares about it. I will have order. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly, that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karmer says, the second bullet fired was not found. Is it highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet? So all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. Tisk. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. Ah, how did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick, if the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No. But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent. I'm sorry. It's just when I saw the photograph, I thought 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it, I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. And now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick, Well, it seems that we've finally cleared up this incident. Only one bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one more thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. We should probably save because we've been sucking on this one. Do you have any objections? No. No, I do not. So you killed your father, though that was not your intention. Yes, I did. Oh, no. He's accepted the guilt. She's about to turn into me. Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here. Right now, indeed. Does anyone have any objections? I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There's so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words. Mr. Wright. Objection. Your Honor. I object. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object? Oof. Nick. I don't know. His case is perfect. Oh, no. Ah. It must exist. The second bullet. What did you just say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist, but where? Someone took it. It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers, Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet, it existed. What? But we've just heard proof that it does not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? The murderer. The murderer? Then tell us just who is this murderer? I'm still thinking about that one. So the criminal took the second bullet, but why? Huh? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet? Of course, there was a need. That's why they took it. What possible reason could they have had? Well, the reason the murderer took the bullet away from the scene with them. Maybe they thought the bullet would be used as proof. Proof? It was a special bullet, so they took it with them. If that was the case, then they should have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well. Huh? Why would they only take one of the two fired shots? Oh, right. Mr. Wright, have you really thought this through? I'm going to have to penalize you. What? What? My game crashed. Well, the murderer was very cautious, sort, you see. That's why the murderer had to search for that bullet. If that was the case, then they should have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well. Huh? Why would they only take one of the two shots fired? Oh, right. Mr. Wright, have you really... Oh, my God. No matter what, I have to lose a point here. This isn't going so well. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for the bullet? The murderer didn't need it. Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for a stray bullet? I haven't got a clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. Urgh. Had to take it. Had to take it, the murderer. What does that mean? Thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene, but the murderer had to take that bullet. Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean? Well, for instance, maybe the bullet hit the murderer. The bullet hit the murderer? Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there, you know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened? Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer themselves was shot, and they left the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime? Yes, I guess that's how it would work. Yes, but there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yarny Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean the murderer came from outside. Yes. two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever seen. Fuck you. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. What are you saying? Deny it, deny it. No one involved with this incident was wounded. There was no murderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick. I just thought of something really crazy. Remember what Mr. Crossberg said yesterday? Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Whoa! It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yet an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in many years of his prosecuting. What if Von Karma didn't take the vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean, it could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma. Oh, man. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. I'm just hungry for a burgie. Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Uh-oh. Should I just come out and say it? Say it now. Your Honor, there is a suspect, one lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? Von Karma. Von Karma? You mean the Von Karma, the prosecutor, the one standing right over there? Ah, you don't object? I see no need. Why, Honor, this is ridiculous. Outburst with my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months, starting the day after the incident, yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident. Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery. No, where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. Nick, let's find out who his doctor is. It's no use. Edgeworth. I know Von Karma perhaps too well. It's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane. No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait, what does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where? Tisk. Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence? This is getting intense. All right, Von Karma, I'll prove it, and I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much. What? The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is... What exactly is that? Sorry. I don't have any evidence. Actually, I do. A metal detector. Von Karmer is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where's that bullet now? I think it's unlikely that Von Karmer performed surgery on himself. You don't mean? I do. There is the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karmer. Is that even possible for all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karmer, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find. Objection. I refuse. You refuse, but refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you. Order, order, order! Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector. Judge, I call for a suspension on this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. Objection. The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karmer, will you submit yourself to testing? Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. A bullet. Mr. Von Karmer? It was you. I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to the DL6. She is following her around like crazy. Is she just following you around? Mr. Von Karmer, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I. Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karmer's shoulder was from DL6? Of course he can. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence. That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karmer. What? You were close, one day away from freedom, but you see, I have proof. What? Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. Now's the bullet. That's a bullet? Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings. You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. Nice nose pick. Thanks. It was literally just a little tiny scratch. Fucking pussies. Oh, you picked his nose. I'm a human. Who cares? We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karmer, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets have been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karmer, you will let us remove that bullet from your shoulder, and we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. and solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? Why does everyone have a breakdown in court? That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. Help, I can't breathe. Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Stop breathing my air. Get away. Get away from my father. Bang. Oh. It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed. Mr. Von Karma. Only you would dare defy me. So it was you. You and your father are my curse. Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record, and you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. Oh my god, I just realized it was that emote. 15 years earlier. Chief Prosecutor, I'm sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth. It was a shock like none I'd ever known. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible burn and pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. What up, Keisho? How are you doing? In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge? What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it. Very well. Slept all day? That sounds like too much sleep. I'm doing good, Kisho. It appears that we have come to a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. That is all. The court is adjourned. 5:53 p.m. District Court. Defendant lobby, number 2.
Nick, we did it.
Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed. I gotta say, I'm impressed. It was pretty close, though. I was sure we had it. I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself, but now it's all just a good memory. So, it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right? Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this. I know. Try. Thank you. I love that look she gives, I don't know why. You want to hear your joke now? Let's hear your joke, Witch Queen. I see. Thank you, Wright. You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that. Sorry. I'm not good at this sort of thing. Neither am I. How does a non-binary assassin kill their enemies? How? They slash them. They slash them. What is she doing on the inside of our couch? We have a couch that lets you like open it up and store stuff in it. So I guess Cat's throwing stuff in there. You can see my video games in there, and she just decides, okay, fuck you. She just decides to sit right there on the couch. You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. She's got you there. Whoop. Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month, but who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Whoop. I feel foolish. Don't worry. Take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey, y'all. Lotta. Y'all were great in there. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats, sir. Thank you very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta? Who, me? Oh, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh? It's over, Nick. My life is over. Whatever, who cares? What? Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Keontae. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick? She's leaving me behind. Never seen that coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here's a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Harry Butts, you coming along tonight too, my treat, pal? Huh? Oh, thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick, that's the suit that questioned me. When he says, treat that's not police talk for prison food, right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right? Yeah? What's up? That envelope that Larry gave me, it's got money in it. Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. Jet, celebrate. We beat this case. It's $38, right? Huh? What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. $38 exactly. Nick! Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? $38. No! No, Larry, it was you! What are you so surprised about, right? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? That doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came to school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I know. Really right, I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh? Edgeworth. You should have told me. Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes. There you have it. Zio, thank you for the 5 gifted subs to Precious, Captain, Luminary Sorvern, Shane, and Rebel Big Feet. Big love and in the chat for Zio for the 555 gifted subs. Let's go, Zio. I very much appreciate the support. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you've always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too. The death sentence for both of you. Man, if only I'd known I'd become a prostitute. Same goes to me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth. Want to switch right? Hey y'all, line up, I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time, let's go. And after that, dinner on me. Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. You gotta show me the photo. December 29th, 5:02 a.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Ooh, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's only 5 a.m. Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this? A letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you. It made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium in training, of course. I want to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. No! Goodbye? What time is it? Gah! First train for the mountains have already left to the station. Guess I'm too late. Hey! Nick! Maya! So, you're leaving. Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay? Wait! What? I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you were the only one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? Why do I still have this evidence? A bullet? Von Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to DL6, but you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma, and you were the one who gave it to me. Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. Huh? I'm going to complete my training and come back. Okay, I'll be waiting. Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that. So, this is it. See you soon, Maya. Ooh. Oh, I got the thanks in there. Fuck me. Thanks, Nick. Oh, there we go. That's a good photo. And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page and say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins with the same old crazy cast of characters. Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim. Yes, Your Honor. Oh, I got a bad feeling about this. Hey, pal, Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a happy new year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Whoop, Detective Gumshoe. Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Sounded like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, eh? Do we let the YouTube Let's Play watch these credits as well? Huh? Nick? Nah, haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you'd call a cheap date. Oh, she's in Hawaii right now, yeah. Oh, that's the first Ace Attorney game done. Oh, right. Yeah, I remember him. I hear he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful. Oh, yeah, you. Phoenix Wright? Defense attorney, for whom I wrote that affidavit for. Oh, you should know I've taken over management of the Gateway Hotel now. Should you be in the area, please stop by. Would you guys want to watch the second game? There's 3 games in this trilogy. But I beat the first one. Oh, it's you, Phoenix Wright. Ah, yes, Mia's understudy. I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him of late. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. That's how a trilogy works? Well, I mean, I only promised the first one. I didn't even promise beating this game. Phoenix Wright? Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. Did you know there's... Oh, yeah, she's talking too much. It's the end of the game. It's the end of the first game. You like it? Well, I finished it, so... We started it this subathon, and we finished it this subathon. Sure, first 3 cases we've already done. But we still had to refresh the brain. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know? It's nice we're going back through all the characters. Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit, but didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She says she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyway? Professor Layton. Isn't Professor Layton like an easy game? I've heard like those puzzles are kind of simple stuff. I could be wrong though. I never played it. I've only heard. Unless you're saying there's like a Professor Layton crossover with Phoenix Wright. Play Danganronpa? No. I remember right, that lawyer guy, huh, me? I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer, you know. That picture I took of everyone, well, just behind them, there's a ghost. For real. Now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous. Can we see that photo? I have my finger on the button, ready to take a screenshot. Why no Danganronpa? Because you get Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. There is a ghost there. She's technically not wrong. A brand new episode has been added. Save your progress? Yeah. Maybe we'll do episode 5, maybe we won't. Make sure you like and subscribe, eh?